Why would anyone put their smallest allocation into a 10.62% yielding ETF? That's exactly what Harry did starting in 2022. Based on historical returns, 10,000 in this strategy could have reached around 16,000 3 years later. 5 ETFs total. No picking winners, no watching charts. The conventional wisdom says maximize yield. Get the biggest paycheck possible. Harry's approach suggests something different. And position 3 reveals why chasing income first might actually hurt long-term wealth building. Quick note: this is educational content about ETF investing and dividend income strategy, not personalized financial advice for your specific situation. Always assess your own risk tolerance and financial goals before making investment decisions. I'm breaking down 5 income ETFs that balance dividend yield with long-term growth potential. You'll see exactly why Harry weighted his portfolio the way he did. Which ETF delivers the highest monthly passive income streams? And the one pick that most income investors completely overlook. 2025 might be the most important year for strategic income investing. Interest rates stabilizing after years of volatility. Dividend growth stories emerging across sectors. But there's a trap Harry almost fell into back in 2022. The income trap. Chasing double-digit yields without checking total return performance. He almost went all in on high yielders promising 10% annual returns. Would have cost him thousands in missed gains. Here's Harry's one rule that saved him. Never sacrifice tomorrow's wealth for today's income. Every ETF on this list passes that test. The highest yielder isn't position 1. That's intentional. Because smart wealth building starts with foundation, not flash. You need growth before you maximize income. You need stability before you take calculated risks. And you need to understand the difference between dividend yield and total return. That difference is everything. Position 5 is the anchor most people ignore when building passive income streams. VOO, Vanguard RS&P 500 ETF. First reaction: 1.15% yield? That's barely income. True, but watch what happens over time. Harry's $2,500 in VOO became $4,775 over 3 years. That's a 91.02% total return from capital appreciation alone. The dividend payments were just bonus cash flow on top. Here's why this matters for your long-term investment strategy. VOO charges a 0.03% expense ratio. You keep 99.97% of your money working for you instead of paying fund managers. Compare that to actively managed funds charging 1% or more annually. VOO holds 507 companies across every sector. NVIDIA at 7.76%. Microsoft at 6.88%. Apple at 6.33%. Instant diversification across the entire American economy. 1-year total return, 17.56%. Not just dividend yield, but total wealth creation. Harry allocated 25% of his portfolio here. Foundation before fancy moves? But that 1.15% yield wasn't enough to generate the passive income he wanted, hitting his account monthly. So he added position 4 to start building real cash flow. Position 4, DIVO, Amplify CWP, Enhanced Dividend Income, ETF. Now we're talking real income generation, 4.52% dividend yield. But here's what separates DIVO from basic dividend funds. Only 40 holdings, hand-picked quality companies. Caterpillar at 5.48%, Apple at 5.40%, American Express at 5.20%, JP Morgan Chase at 5.01%. These aren't just dividend payers. They're cash printing machines with pricing power. That's a psychological game changer Harry discovered. Because monthly cash flow feels different than quarterly dividend payments. You see money working faster. Performance tells the story. 14.57% 1-year total return. You're not sacrificing growth for income. You're getting both simultaneously. 3-year total return, 56.86%. Your money grew 57% while collecting monthly payments. Expense ratio, 0.56%. You're paying for active management and option strategies that generate monthly income. Harry's $2,000 here became $3,137 over 3 years. That's 20% of his portfolio generating consistent monthly cash flow to reinvest automatically. But here's where his approach gets interesting. Position 3 is the highest yielder on this entire list, and it's not even close. Position 3, JEPQ, JP Morgan Nasdaq Equity. Premium Income ETF. Yield, 10.62%. Let that sink in for a second. Monthly payments of 44 cents per share. That's $6.08 annually on a $57 stock. This is where most income investors make their biggest mistake. They see 10.62% and assume it's a dividend trap. Unsustainable. About to collapse? Wrong. JEPQ isn't some desperate high-yielder clinging to life. Top holdings. NVIDIA at 8.35%. Apple at 7.24%. Microsoft at 7.13%. Broadcom at 4.64%. You're getting tech sector growth plus covered call. Premium income from option strategies. Here's the proof it works. 16.65% one-year total return. 87.73% three-year total return. High yield that doesn't sacrifice long-term growth potential. Harry's $2,000 grew to $3,755 over 3 years. That's an 88% gain while collecting over 10% annually in monthly distributions. Expense ratio, 0.35%. Reasonable for the complex strategy generating that premium income. 107 holdings give you Nasdaq exposure without concentration risk. Harry put 20% of his portfolio here, his highest monthly income generator by far. But here's the question nobody asks. If JEPQ yields 10.62%, why didn't Harry put 50% there and maximize income? Because Position 2 teaches the lesson that saved him from the biggest investing mistake. Position 2, SCHD, Schwab. U.S. Dividend Equity, ETF, 3.75% yield. Seems boring compared to JEPQ's 10.62%, right? Watch what happens when you understand dividend growth investing. SCHD has increased its dividend for 13 consecutive years. Average growth rate, 10.87% annually over 5 years. That 3.75% yield today becomes 7% yield on your original purchase price in 7 years. Without buying another share. Without reinvesting a single dollar. That's compound interest working on your passive income streams, not just your principal. Here's the math Harry ran that changed everything. Buy SCHD today at $27.33 per share. You're getting $1.03 annually in dividends. That's your 3.75% yield. But SCHD grows that dividend 10.87% annually. 7 years from now, you might receiving $2.08 per share annually, still paid on your original $27.33 cost basis. That's a 7.6% yield on your original investment for holding. Expense ratio, 0.06%. You're keeping 99.94% of your money working in your investment portfolio. Holdings include Dividend Aristocrats, AbbVie at 4.52%, Chevron at 4.41%, Home Depot at 4.28%. These companies don't just pay dividends, they grow them year after year through economic cycles. 3-year total return, 27.55%. Steady, reliable, consistent. Harry's $2,500 became $3,189 over 3 years. That's 25% of his portfolio allocated to the longest-term hold in his entire strategy. This is where financial independence gets built. Not chasing yield, growing it systematically over decades. Position 1 is where Harry took his calculated risk, and it paid off in ways that surprised him. Position 1, CDL, Victory Shares, US Large, Cap High, Div Volatility, Weighted ETF. 3.25% yield. Monthly distributions. 101.78% 5-year total return. Here's what makes CDL special for wealth building. When markets get volatile, this fund is engineered to smooth the ride. Last year, when SCHD dropped 3.39%, CDL grew 4.99%. That's the volatility weighting advantage in action. Sector breakdown tells the stability story. 25.16% utilities. Companies, people pay no matter what. Electric bills don't stop during recessions. 20.76% consumer defensive. Food, household products, essentials. 19.65% financials. Banks and insurance companies with steady cash flows. Monthly dividend payments with lower volatility than the broader market. 102 holdings provide diversification. Evergy at 1.78%. Seagate Technology at 1.62%. Johnson & Johnson at 1.50%. These aren't exciting tech stocks. They're recession-resistant income machines. Expense ratio, 0.35%. Reasonable for the volatility management structure. 3-year total return, 34.63%. Steady, predictable, reliable. Harry's $1,000 became $1,346 over 3 years. That's 10% of his portfolio, his sleep well at night position. When tech crashes and high flyers tumble, CDL keeps grinding out returns. Now here's how this all comes together. 5 ETFs, each serving a specific purpose in Harry's investment strategy. VOO for Growth Foundation. The 91% 3-year return that built real wealth. DIVO for monthly income and quality company exposure. JEPQ for maximum yield with tech sector growth potential. SCHD for dividend growth compounding over decades. CDL for stability and reduced volatility in uncertain markets. Blended portfolio yield, around 4.5% annually. But here's what matters more than yield. Total 3-year return across this strategy delivered a 62% gain, not from chasing the single highest yielder. From strategic balance between income now and wealth later. From understanding that total return beats yield every time. The exact math Harry ran building this portfolio. 10,000 split across these 5 funds in 2022. 25% VOO. $2,500 became $4,775. 20% DIVO. $2,000 became $3,137. 20% JEPQ. $2,000 became $3,755. 25% SCHD. $2,500 became $3,189. 10% CDL. $1,000 became $1,346. Total portfolio value, $16,202. That's a $6,202 gain. A 62% return in 3 years. Some from dividend payments reinvested automatically. Most from capital appreciation and total return growth. That's the power of combining passive income streams with capital appreciation. You don't need $50,000 to start this wealth-building strategy. Harry began with 10. You could start with 5,000, or 2, or whatever fits your financial goals today. The key is starting with the right asset allocation across different approaches. Growth funds like VOO for long-term wealth building. High-yield funds like JEPQ for immediate passive income. Dividend growth funds like SCHD for compounding future income. Stability funds like CDL for volatility protection. Quality dividend funds like DIVO for monthly distributions. Every dollar you invest today is a soldier working for your financial independence tomorrow. Not in some far-off retirement fantasy. In the measurable wealth you build year after year. Harry started exactly where you are right now. Overwhelmed by ETF choices. Scared of picking wrong. Paralyzed by information overload. He didn't try to time the market bottom. Didn't chase meme stocks or hot tips from social media. Just built a strategic income portfolio with these 5 ETFs and let compound interest work. This isn't a 2025 strategy, it's a 2025 to 2045 strategy. 20 years from now, today's investment decisions determine whether you're still working or finally free. The income trap is real. Chasing yield without checking total return destroys wealth. But the wealth-building path is simple. Balance income today with growth tomorrow. VOO for foundation, DIVO for monthly cash, JEPQ for maximum yield, SCHD for dividend growth, CDL for stability. 5 ETFs. Different purposes. One goal: building long-term wealth through strategic dividend income. The best time to start was 3 years ago when Harry did. The second best time is right now.